As a face reader, the first thing I look for is the number one thing that catches my attention on their face. Some people it's the eyes, some people the nose or the mouth. The number one feature, because that is their most predominant noticeable thing that actually the body's saying, look here.
So Garth, we're heading into a November election for a new mayor.
Correct.
And we're desperate for the best. And we have here a selection of top guns who are going for the big job.
Yeah.
We would love if you could tell us what to look for here and what to be wary of.
First thing I see is when you take a look at the forehead, but he's a broad-minded thinker. The upper lip is actually very diminished. There isn't really one there, which means that he's not going to tell you what's going on inside him in his personal way. He holds on. It's kind of like the old idea of the British stiff upper lip. Don't complain, don't say anything, hold on to it. It doesn't mean it's bad or good. It just means that he's learned to do that. So here it is, for example, he's got great thinking power, lots of power to think, a lot of thoughts going on at one time, and when it finally gets down to the mouth, he's going to be measuring what he's talking about. It's no wonder he's running for being a politician. Well, first thing you see with Rocco is he's a very creative individual, actually. And we can judge that by the chin to the top of the forehead where the hairline used to be. I can speak to that with some authority. And he measures things inwardly, so he really takes things in on an emotional level. Nurturing cheek. His cheeks say that he's going to be kind. People feel like they want to be able to talk to him. The creases on the cheek line say there's a prosperity to this man. His personal decisions come about how he feels right here, right now. When we look at the nose actually, when it points downwards, is all his decisions can be made. He can be very creative, but his final decision is going to be what lies right in his gut. So hopefully he's got good intuition. He's a deep thinker. You can tell by the set of the eye. The eye is set to the head, so he's always thinking. There's always lots of thinking going on. Open-minded, which it comes across this way. Although there's a high creativity. Can't tell the hairline, but now how his hair is that he's going to listen to things. And with this eyebrow, with this picture here, it really is all about how his take is on the world. It's all about how he sees it. Actually, in a leadership way, it's a lot of leaders sort of have, if they're going to take the team across the finish line, they're very secure in who they are. He's very secure in who he is inside. First thing I'm drawn to is the width of the face, the volume. This guy is, I think the Energizer Bunny could keep going and going and going and going, and long after somebody has decided they want to leave the party, he's like, I can still do the work. Spiky hair, a little bit of an irreverent attitude. Hair has a lot to do with it too. A little bit of an irreverent attitude, kind of like he's going to sort of do things that are not conventional. He's going to say things and be a little bit edgy. Mm-hmm. His chin indicates a bit of sensitivity, a bit of a sensitive chin, meaning that he's not hardened, that he can sort of see things and take in other points of view. A lot of creativity and intellect power, actually, and all of these have the same thing: great creativity, great intellect. So great capacity to take in new information, which is really kind of cool. Actually, let me make an overall comment here, that they all can take in good information. So, you're not worried that they're not getting the message, they're getting it. They're getting it. So versus if their hairline was down here, like once they made up their mind, it'd be over. Kind of like Stephen Harper's hairline, right? When Harper makes up his mind, it sits, so it's kind of right here. The story's over. These the stories could still continue.
One last thing, do you do lotteries? For the Toronto Sun, I'm Rita DeMontis.